Hello everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Welcome back to 30 Days of Sketches Round 8 / Scraptember. We are on to day 16. We're into the second half of this series. Everyone's ready to get going and finish this off. Today we are doing a really fun one. I think a lot of people are going to play along. The theme is rainbows. So a lot of people like to document with rainbow. It's super popular in scrapbooking right now. And the sketch is perfect for this. Now, I looked at that sketch and thought, I'm going to go on Instagram to see what I can get inspired by, because I've done a bunch of rainbows. I like the sketch, but it just wasn't calling to me. I needed to figure out how I was going to make it work for me. And the sketch being done by Paper Issues, I thought I would just scroll through Instagram and kind of see what I could find. And I came up with 4 layouts that I really liked, and I thought maybe I can make one of them work. So the first one you can see, it's basically taking the sketch and just rotating it. And then instead of doing a burst, it's hearts. So pretty, and I really like it. I love the large photo idea, but I just wasn't sure that it was exactly what I was looking for. So I kept on going, and then I found one where the layers were closer together and they were actually layers of pattern paper, like the starburst. So you saw again on its side, it stretched out a little bit more than you can see in the sketch, and I really like that. I'll probably come back and revisit that one because I really like that layout. Then the one that I saw after that was basically completely rotating it. So instead of having the burst at the top, it's at the bottom, and then there was stitching. And I am a sucker for hand stitching, so that really called to me. However, the idea of having to hand stitch when I'm in the middle of trying to create 30 layouts, yeah, probably not so much. And then I came across this one. And I thought to myself, this is such a great idea. You're getting the idea of the sketch, but instead of having the larger areas, the surface area, so like where the burst comes out, coming out to the top of the layout, it's now going down into the middle of the layout. And I really love that. You can still kind of see the sketch inspiredness from it there. And so basically I am taking the sketch, found a layout, and scrap lifting. And that's how I'm going to make this one work for me today. Like I said, theme is rainbows. And so I'm going to pull out some color study. I figure this Vicky Boutin collection is going to be perfect to work with the theme that I need to use for today. And I'm going to make a really fun, bright and bold layout. Very excited to get going with this, and I'll get you on fast forward in just a minute. Just let me mention, please don't forget to check out Scrappy Sisters, see what Katie or Jess has up today, Laura Alberts, and then we have 3 people joining us as our special guests. So we have Melissa Vining, who's doing both the sketch and the prompt. And then we have, she's crafty, so Shannon is doing, I'm assuming she's probably doing both as well. And so is Scrappy Kathy. I think this is probably falling on a Thursday, and this is part of their challenge accepted series is what I'm assuming. I haven't looked at a calendar, but I'm kind of thinking that's why they're both up at the same time. And yeah, everyone else, the links will be down below as always. And let's get going. I'm not sure if this is going to be a process video or a share. We will see what my time looks like today. All right, so I was able to do a process video, as you can see, and this one is a little bit longer because I left all the embellishing in this one, but cut out how I was able to make this into the kind of reverse rainbow sunburst that I created, because I'll tell you, it was like a half an hour of me trying to figure it out, and it's still not perfect, and you didn't need to watch it. It was very painful. I will mention I'm going to leave in the description box, so it will have my basic who's joining, I know for sure for today, like the special guests and stuff like that. And then right below it, I'm going to have links to the 4 layouts that I was looking at and being inspired by because of the scraplifting. I know I didn't mention them as I was doing my intro, so I definitely want to give them a little nod and say thank you for making such beautiful layouts that I wanted to scrap lift. So I'll leave those down below, and just so you can take a look if you maybe didn't know who they were. I'm sure you have, but just in case, links will be below for that. And then beneath that will be the list of everyone else playing along, and you'll get all of that in my description box. Okay, so there you have it. You can see I made my little burst. I did kind of distress the edges. I really love that look, and I wanted this to be a little bit more messy, and I felt like if you're gonna do distressing, Vicky Bouton is the collection to do it on. Flipping through my photos, and I came across these ones that kind of fell onto my table, and they are just perfect for what I want. The black and white photo and a color photo. These are shots of my littlest, and he one day put on his sister's sunglasses and his brother's hat backwards and was just doing his thing. So he loves to put on clothes. Like, he changes 5 times a day. He finds a new shirt that in his closet. Like, he's got a 3-drawer system with his clothes in it. And I swear he switches his shirt all the time. And then if he can get his hands on his brother's shirt, he'll wear that. He's hilarious. And he loves to be in jeans. Like, he brings us jeans even though it's the middle of summer and hot. He wants to be in jeans. It's so funny and so different than my other children who want nothing to do with jeans. So just my funny boy. But yes, he looks super cute, and I loved both shots. I liked it in the black and white. I liked it in the color, so you could see all the different color tones he had going on. I feel like this one's going to work really well for the brightness that I have going on with the patterns that I chose from this Vicky Bouton collection. And then of course I found a sticker. These are the chipboard stickers from the collection that said do your thing. So that was perfect. I also chose one that I think says love, love, love this. I had a little tab so I can have the date there. And then this little sticker that you see me pulling out, it's a border sticker there. It says hello friend. Maybe not necessarily important, but I do like how in the bottom, and you can see I finally moved my layout down so you can see, but I like how it puts a nice grounding to the top there. So yes, it kind of, I don't know, it just kind of makes it all look a little bit neater at the top, and you can't see any of the mess that I made while trying to make that sunburst that was a trick. And I don't know why it wasn't that complicated, but I make it complicated. I always do. I have a problem with the sunbursts. I can never do it right the first time ever. And now I'm just going to play. I'm going to look at all my stuff, see what I can find. I was looking at those puffy stickers, didn't really see anything. I think I was trying to come up with a pre-made title, but then I came across this, which says, "You color my world." Now, I have to revisit this in a minute because it's not the way I spell color, and I'm thinking to myself, it's fine, I can deal with it, but it bugs me. So I will come up with a solution. I also found this kind of paint strip, and I liked how it had the same tones that were on that side of the burst. So I'm going to use that. And then I'm going to use my big florals that I have left. I didn't have a ton. Florals or something, especially in collection packages, that I gravitate towards first. So by the time I'm into my 3rd or 4th or 5th layout, I don't normally have much left. So I grab those to get them used up because they're always an easy one to do. And again, brings a nice pop of color there. Now I'm going to fix my U. I'm going to add a U from the thickers, and I'm just going to add a little heart. So it still says color, and the heart kind of represents where the O would be. And then there you go. That's how I spell it, and it looks better. It makes me happy. It's not making my eyes twitch. I just couldn't handle it. I needed to have it be spelled the correct way. And I know it's really weird, and it's really funny because I grew up in the States, so I should be totally fine with spelling color that way because that's how I learned it. But being up in Canada for almost 10 years now, I just can't do it. I had all of my spelling that's different from US versus Canada. I had it all corrected when I first started working. So I'm very particular about a lot of things, with the exception of the word organize. I put a Z in the word organize. I cannot switch that one over. Just a little side note there. Okay, so now I'm just adding in, and this is kind of where the layout is basically done and wrapping up. I'm just trying to figure out what I want the final touches to be, and I'm fiddling when I don't need to be. I should just let it go and just be done with it, but I wanted to touch everything and make sure there was nothing else I could add. I am trying to go through this process of where I don't hoard and hold on to things. If I can make it work, I try to. And so it takes me a little bit longer to work through things because I do this sort of thing. but it makes my process videos longer because it takes me longer to look through everything. Whereas a lot of times I kind of just pick a couple things and go with it. I'm really trying to not do that and use more stuff up, because the more I use up, the quicker amounts that I use up, the faster I'll be able to start shopping again. It's kind of what I'm saying to myself. Still not going to be anytime soon because I have a ton of stuff, but that is kind of my plan for this fall, winter, spring season going on there. I do get this little green clip used up. I felt I struggle with green, so I felt getting it on here was a great way to just get it done. And then this sticker, I try so hard to use. It was the perfect saying and fit for this, and I just can't make it work on this layout, but you're going to see me fiddle around with it for about a minute. So I apologize about that. Again, please check out all the links below. I hope you're having fun. I hope you play along with this sketch because it's so much fun. And don't forget, if you're struggling with a sketch, just search for it on Pinterest or Instagram, or if you know it's on Facebook, if it's in a group, look through the group and see what other people have done. It will help you spark your creativity to make it into something that will work for you, like I did with this one. Here's a look at my finished layout. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone.